Hello everyone, this is the problem session on circuits. Let us take one by one the problems. Now before going to the next problem, let me just tell you one thing. This is actually a question that I asked in our group, that what is the equation of the tangent? Tangent to a circle. So, as we have seen already, that if the equation of the circle is taken as x square plus y square is equal to a square, and the line for the intersection, if it is taken as y is equal to mx plus c, say this is 1 and this is 2. So 2 will be a tangent to 1 if 2 is a tangent to 1 if that condition we have already seen, that c will be plus minus a root over of 1 plus x square. I think that plus minus I forgot to give there because this will be there. Because there is a relation, I think, because c square is equal to a square into 1 plus m square. Now when you are taking the roots, then you are getting two values of c, that is plus minus. Okay. So the value of c we are getting like this. That means we can say, if this is our tangent, then ultimately you are getting the equation of the tangent as y is equal to mx plus minus a root over of 1 plus m square. So basically you are getting two tangents here, one with the plus sign, one with the minus sign. So I think it is okay to everyone. This will be the equation of the tangent to a circle. Only with this thing, means if it is in the standard form only, then only it will satisfy. But the parallel concept for the general equation also we can do. Then we have to put the value of y in both the places, in y square and 2fy in both the places, and from that we are getting a general equation, a quadratic equation in x, and by solving that and taking the discriminant to be 0, we can find the condition for this equation, yes, condition for the tangents. So now here we are coming to the problem, we are coming to the main problem. So this is our next problem. It is saying, if the line 3x plus 4y is equals to 25 touches the circle x square plus y square is equal to a square, then we need to find the radius and the point of contact of the circle, of the tangent. So radius of the circle and point of contact of the tangent. Now see, if the radius is only the thing to find, then we can apply the condition of tangency only, and from that we can easily find the value of the radius, the value of a. Because in this line we are having the value of m and c. So c equal to plus minus a into root over of 1 plus m square. From that we can easily find the value of a. But here the second question is given as the point of contact. That means you need to find the coordinates of the point of contact. So for that you need the value of x. So it will be better to solve the equation simultaneously. Means that thing we are doing in the theory, that is the best way to solve the problem. So here what we will do, since the line is touching the circle, so what we will do, we are putting the value of either x or y in this equation, and from that we are finding the value of x. And another thing is there in our hand, that the line is touching the circle, that means the discriminant of the quadratic equation will be 0. So let us see one by one. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all, let us draw the circle. So first of all center C, and it is saying that at some point the straight line is touching the circle at some point of time. So let us just mark it with numbers. X square plus y square is equal to a square. This is 1, and 3x plus 4y is 25. This is number 2. So we are putting the value of y in the first equation. So solving 1 and 2, what we can say that y is equal to 25 minus 3x by 4, and if I put it here in 1, we can have x square plus this 25 minus 3x by 4 whole square is equal to a square. So we can say it's x square plus 625 minus 150x plus 9x square divided by 16 is equal to a square. So from here we can say 16x square plus 9x square, so 25x square minus 150x plus 625 is equal to 16a square. That means if I take it in the same side, so this will be actually 25x square. So we can write it like this: 25x square minus 150x plus 625 minus 16a square equal to 0. So from here we can say that the discriminant of this quadratic equation is 0 because the line is touching the circle only once. So let us do that, and we don't need the picture anymore. So we are writing it like this. According to the problem, the discriminant is 0. That means 150 square minus 4 into 25 into 625 minus 16a square, this is equal to 0. So basically we are having 22500 minus 100 times 625 minus 16a square is equal to 0. That means 225 minus 625 plus 16a square equal to 0. That means 16a square is equal to 400. That means a square will be 400 by 16, and it is 25. So clearly a is a radius, so it cannot be negative, so a must be 5. Now since we are having the value of a, we can easily find the value of x now, and from that we can easily find the value of y. So to do that, we are putting a square here, and let us see what is the quadratic equation. So putting a is equals to 5 in the circle, or in that equation 3, we are getting 25x square minus 150x plus 625 minus 40 is 16 into 25, that means 225 actually. Again I'm writing the one thing, it's 25x square. So easily we can cancel out with 25, so it's that means the value of x is 3 because it is x minus 3 whole square. So if x is equal to 3, we are having the straight line, so from that we can easily find the value of y. So because we can put it in the straight line because the straight line is touching the circle at the point of contact. So the point of contact is both on the circle and the straight line also. So you can put the value of x in any one of the equations and find the value of y. So we can find the value of y from here on the straight line. So y is equal to 25 minus 3x divided by 4. So we can say it is 25 minus 9 by 4. That means equals to 4. So you can say that the point of contact is equals to 3, 4. So in this way we can solve the problem. I think it is clear to everyone. I will refer you to solve all the problems once by your own. Then only you will realize how the calculations are done. So this is our next problem. Find the equation of a circle concentric with this circle and touches y-axis. So first let me show you the picture. Say this is the circle. This here, and say this is the center. Now what it is saying? Obviously the center is somewhere not on the origin, somewhere else, and it is touching the y-axis. So the y-axis should be drawn like this. It may not be intersecting x-axis, so x-axis can be either here or it can be here anywhere. So I am not showing the position of x-axis in the picture because it is not required. This picture is enough. This is actually your y-axis. So see one thing. Wherever the x-axis is, if you draw a perpendicular from the point C on the y-axis, then this will be the radius of the circle. That means wherever x-axis is, this is your x coordinate of the center. So if you can find the center of the circle, you can easily find the equation of the circle, because center, whenever you are finding the center, you are having the radius of the circle also. So that much simple it is. Now you see one thing. Another condition is given as the circle is concentric with this circle. So that means this circle must be somewhere either inside the required circle, or it will be somewhere outside the required circle. So wherever it is giving you the idea of the center of the circle. This will be the picture. Either it is inside the circle or it is outside the circle. I am taking it inside. So from this equation you can easily find the center of the circle. And once you are having the center, you can say that the required circle is also having the same center because they are concentric. So here we can start with this. We can write the equation here. This is our first equation, and from here we can find the center of the circle. So here, if you compare it with the general equation, then you can say that 2g is equals to minus 4, and 2f is equals to minus 6. Comparing with general equation. So this is g is equals to minus 2 and f is equals to minus 3. So you can say that g minus g will be 2 and minus f will be 3, so that the center C will be 2, 3. So at a glance you are having the center, and since it is touching the y-axis, you can say that the x-coordinate of the center is the radius. So let us write, since the required circle touches y-axis the radius, we write it from here now instead of the picture. I think the picture is served its purpose. It is not required anymore. So we can say that the radius is equal to the x coordinate of center. That means radius equals to 2. So we can write the equation of the circle as x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equals to 4. So now you can convert it into the general form, or you can keep it like this only. So very simple problem, no complications are here. These type of questions are very important for your upcoming exam. This problem is based on the length of chord. So very much geometric. Let us see the picture first. So suppose this is the circle, and let us take the chord anywhere. This is the chord C. We need to find the length of the chord, say AB. This we need to find. So one theorem we know that whenever we are drawing a perpendicular on a chord, then it is intersecting the chord at the midpoint. So let us take the midpoint as D and the center as C. So if you join the points A and C, or join the point B and C, both AC and BC are the radius of the circle. And since we are having the center here, from the center we can draw a perpendicular on the chord. And since we are having the equation of the chord, so we can find the length CD. So CD we are having, the radius we are having, so we can easily find the value of AD or BD. And since D is the midpoint, we can easily double it and we can get the value of AB, that means the length of the chord. So this is the plan. So let us do it one by one. So first we need to find the center and the radius of the circle. So if I take the equations here, and the second one here, then we can say that the center of the circle is easily 2, minus 3. radius is equals to root over of 2 square plus 3 square minus 3 square plus 3. That means 4. So if AC is 4, we need to find the value of CD. So clearly CD is equal to, since we are having the equation here, number 2, it's a perpendicular distance of the on the straight line from the point 2 comma minus 3. So we can say the length of CD will be modulus of 4 into 2 plus 3 into minus 3 plus 16 divided by root over of 4 square plus 3 square. So it is 8 minus 9 plus 16. So basically it is 15 divided by 5. That means 3. So this length is 3. So the next task is to find the value of AD. So we can easily say that AD square is equals to AC square minus CD square. So it's 4 square minus 3 square, that is 7. So we can say that AD is equals to root 7. That means AB, that is the length of the chord, is 2 root 7. And it is done. So this property is very important in case of circles that if you draw a perpendicular from the center on the chord, then it should be always intersecting the chord at the midpoint. Also, there is another thing. If you join the point of contact with the tangent, so this is the tangent here, this is the point of contact. If you join the point of contact with the center of the circle, then this angle, the line of radius and the tangent is always making a right angle. It's making right angle. So this is also a very important fact. So these are all the problems we are solving here. I think all the concepts are very much clear. So this is our last problem for this session. The question says, find the equation of a circle which touches y-axis at a distance plus 4 from origin and cuts off an intercept of 6 units from x-axis. So let us first see the picture. So say this is the center and it's touching y-axis, so it's something like this. It's not perfectly, it should be something like this. And it is cutting off an intercept of 6 units from the x-axis. So, which touches y-axis at a distance plus 4 from origin. That means this is the origin, plus 4, which means this point here should be 0, 4. That means one thing we can say, the center is having the y coordinate as 4. We don't know the x coordinate. And another thing is saying that the length of intercept on the x-axis is 6 units. So this is all the information we are having. So what else we can say about it? So we need to we are having two information concretely. That is, the y coordinate of the center is 4. That means the radius is unknown still, and the radius will be the x coordinate of the center. So one thing we can say is that if I draw a perpendicular from the center, this should be at the midpoint. Say I am naming these points as AB and a midpoint as D. So if I join the points C and A, the CA is giving you the radius of the circle, and CD, you can see that CD is the y coordinate of the center, and which is 4. Now you see that AB is 6 units. So AB means, since CD is perpendicular to AB and B is the midpoint, and this we can say by property of circles. So we can say that AD is equal to, you can say 2AD is equals to AB is equal to 6. That means AD will be 2. Now since CD is perpendicular to AB, by Pythagoras theorem we can say that CD square plus AD square is equals to AC square or CA square. So CD and AD both are known, so we can say CA is equals to root over of 3 square plus 4 square, that is equals to 5. So we are having the radius, and obviously since this is the radius, this is also the radius, so this should be 5, that means this coordinate will be 5. Now the reason behind that is that the circle is touching y-axis, so due to that we are getting this. So here we should write like this. Since the circle, which is y-axis, therefore x coordinate of the center is the radius. Therefore that is equal to 5, we can write here. Therefore x coordinate of center is equals to 5. Therefore the center can be taken as 5, 4. The radius and center we have got, so we can easily write the equation now. So therefore equation of the circle is x minus 5 whole square y minus 4 whole square is equals to 25. And it is done. So this is the end for this problem session, and I think all the problems of circles are done. All the types of problems are done. So you should not have any problem in solving the exercise now. You try on your own now. I think you can do all the problems. So we are finishing the video here. We will again do some video on some other topic, and in the same way, first I will explain all the theories and then we will solve some problems based on the theory. so that you are having a clear conception on the topic.